The Vikings have officially released running back Dalvin Cook. Cook spent his first 6 seasons of his career with the Vikings. Where's he headed and how much does he have left in the tank? Let's talk about that for a little bit. The team drafted Cook with the 41st overall pick in the 2017 NFL Draft. Since then, he's amassed 5,993 rushing yards, 47 touchdowns, and 5 more receiving touchdowns on his way to 4 straight Pro Bowls starting in 2019. His nearly 6,000 yards on the ground is good enough for number 1 in his class, which is notable because his class includes names like Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, Alvin Kamara, and Christian McCaffrey. After failing to find a trade partner for the 27-year-old, the Vikings just decided to cut him outright, saving $9 million this season and $12.5 million next season. My big concerns are his injuries and his age. He still probably has another year in the tank, but it's the injuries compiled with that makes me worried. He's only ever finished 1 full season in his career, and he's working with a completely rebuilt shoulder now. That being said, if he can work in a committee, I think he can be a great asset to a team looking to try to win. I want to talk about 3 places I think that Dalvin Cook could possibly fit. First one is the Miami Dolphins. Even from before Dalvin Cook was released, there was rumors linking him to Miami, which is his hometown, and according to Ian Rappaport, there's mutual interest between the 2 camps. I also think Dalvin Cook's running style would fit very nicely into Mike McDaniel's zone running offense. We've already seen how Christian McCaffrey, another running back from Cook's class, has fit into Mike Shanahan's offense, which is a very similar style, obviously, with McDaniel's coming from that Shanahan tree. Problems with this spot is the fact that Cook would most likely eat up most of the remaining cap space of the Dolphins. Also, the Dolphins have a little bit of a crowded backfield, but I think that actually works to the Dolphins' advantage in this situation because they've struggled with injuries. It's been a big part of why their running game has struggled to be consistent, ranking 25th last season. I think adding Dalvin Cook there, you're able to mix it up and not put too much of a load on any one of those guys. Also, giving your quarterback more playmakers is never really a bad problem to have. Next one, I got the Denver Broncos, and this one's an interesting one because you obviously got Javonte Williams coming off an ACL injury. The Broncos went out and they signed Samaje Perine as their backup, but Perine isn't really a feature back. I'm excited to see how he works in a committee with Williams, but I wouldn't be upset to see the Broncos go out and bring in Dalvin Cook to work with Perine and then with Williams. Let Williams break back in slow from that ACL. George Payton, the GM, was also on the staff that drafted Dalvin Cook, so there's a little bit of a connection there. The problem with this spot is they already spent some money in the running back room with Perine, and they don't have the money to go outbid a team like Miami. But I do think this could be an interesting spot for Dalvin Cook to land. Honorable mention before we get to the last one is Tony Pollard and the Cowboys. I think Tony Pollard and Dalvin Cook would be an interesting tandem. Already moved on from Zeke Elliott in the offseason, so filling that role with a player with a little less tread on his tires might be a good spot for him. But my third spot is the Buffalo Bills. And this is just a great storyline because the Buffalo Bills already have a Cook in the running back room. James Cook, Dalvin Cook's brother. To me, it'd be really cool to see them reunite and work together in a tandem, a committee, and there's a need on this team. The Bills have struggled running the ball, especially in big-time moments. You don't need to run the football to win in the NFL nowadays, but I do believe that you need to be able to run the football to be able to win in the NFL. You look at the Chiefs, they had Isaiah Pacheco, who was key to them down the stretch. I think bringing in a guy like Dalvin Cook, working with his brother, might actually be a great 1-2 punch for this team, and Cook has the out-of-the-backfield ability to help Josh Allen in the passing game too. But unexpected things happen all the time, so we'll see where he lands. Where do you think he's going to go? Do you think he's going to land in one of those places? Do you think he has that much left in the tank? Let me know. Until next time, this has been Hammer Sports. Have a good one.